Moving forward, let's talk about some of the popular YouTube podcast formats. So they go through a bunch of them. And again, they have more examples that you can click on and watch through. But you have fictional and non-fictional storytelling. You have reaction style content. You have watch along. You have events. You have live streams. You have interviews. You have Q&As. There are many different formats to consider. And a lot of these are tried and true. A lot of these have worked for creators before. So if you're kind of unsure what type of format you want to use for your podcast, it would be helpful to understand some of the formats, the popular formats that have been working so far, and see how you can incorporate some of those. Next, they go over some of the different types of content that you should consider including within your podcast YouTube channel. And those, they don't call it this, but it's the three H's, I guess. You have hero content, you have hub content, and you have help content. So hero content, let's start there. Hero content is rare in frequency. It's usually built around a major event, a moment, personality, or idea. The content is meant to have mass appeal, kind of casts a very wide net, and it has a goal to provide a moment of significant visibility. So I believe it was last week's episode, we talked about lives and premieres and how those can be used to for really just big moments, announcements, content that you feel like is going to have a bigger impact than maybe what you normally do. This would be a good opportunity to use lives and premieres is for this hero content. So you're not going to be producing this content quite as much, but it's good to have for when you feel like you're going to make a big impact on your audience. Next, you have your hub content, which this is kind of your, as YouTube puts it, this is your bread and butter. That would be like this episode here. It's your regular content that you put out on a regular basis. It's sustainable. It's targeted at your existing audience. And really the goal is to just kind of keep the audience that you have engaged and returning back to hear more from you. And then you have what YouTube calls help content. And it's not called help content in the traditional sense in that it's helpful. It's called help content because it has a long shelf life. So this content is going to be more evergreen, meaning it can live on your channel and even over time have relevance. So it's going to continually bring in new audiences. It's going to have a high degree of searchability and discoverability, and can help kind of broaden your audience over time. So this is going to be more frequent than your hero content, but not as frequent as some of your hub content. The audience is going to be targeted towards casual viewers who maybe don't typically engage with your content. But again, the ultimate goal is to try to drive more people to your channel over time.